Hey again, friends. Great to have you back. I wanted to do a specific short practice using a strap, and I've done this before and even done it recently, but I just want to review like why straps are so important, and they're a great tool to have. You can pick these up on Amazon. You can use a belt that you would use around your waist, so pull it out of your jeans and you've got your strap. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but these are great, great little tools to have. I've got a basket of them. If you're local and you want to try it, just come get one from me. I can leave it on my porch and you can return it to me whenever. It's no big deal. But straps are a great tool to have. They're really affordable to pick up and they're awesome. So we're going to really get into our hamstrings through using the strap. So I want you to start on your back and have your strap in your hands. And go ahead and get comfortable on your back. Bend your knees and just let your knees come together. Walk your feet out. So you have like this tripod. This helps your spine to release. And then close your eyes and we'll get started. All right, as you get comfortable, just start to become aware of your surroundings, maybe the noises in your house. Sometimes those noises of life can be annoying when we want silence, but other times if we can listen to the sounds of our life as a reminder of living, that little ticking in the dryer, or the footsteps outside our room, or the dog snoring, it's all life. We learn to recognize that it just is. Practicing at home is a challenge, but it's so worth it when we start to say yes. Go ahead and take the strap into your right hand. Bend your right knee and just loop the strap over your right foot. And then grab the strap with both hands. So each tail of the strap, one tail will be in each hand. And then begin to take your left leg and straighten it long onto the mat. And so here's where we really start to play with sensation, ego, accepting what is. So for some of us, in order for the leg to be straight, that's on the strap, it might only be off the floor a foot or two. It might be at a diagonal from our torso. That's okay. Sometimes we think in our mind that the leg has to be straight up towards the ceiling. Well, the difference of it being straight up and at a diagonal, it doesn't change anything. There's no yoga celebration if the leg can be completely straight. So that's where ego wants it to be perfect or wants it to look like the image we see. I want you to find the straight right leg and bring your toes of your right foot towards your knee, towards your nose. Bring them up, push through the heel. Start to feel that sensation. So the strap is designed to lessen the effort that you have to hold the right leg up. So we're using the strength of our arms to elevate the right leg. Once you find your leg straight, whatever direction from the hip that it's coming, I want you to use your hands and slowly start to circle, make small circles, no bigger than a dinner plate. One direction, maybe 4, 5, 6 times, and then reverse direction. Beautiful. And now steady the leg. We're going to turn the right toes out to the side. And so we feel here this different sensation through the inner thigh by just changing the foot position, but the foot is still flexed, the right leg is still straight, and the arms are holding the strap. Now bring the toes back to neutral, back up towards the ceiling. And then pigeon toe, the toe is in towards the center line of the body. Heel goes to the right. And just feel how that little change of the foot position changes the sensation. And now bring the toes back to center. Push through the heel. Now start to use the strength of your hands to lift the leg just a couple inches and then lower it. So we're just lifting and lowering it. And you're going to feel this sensation in the hamstring where it attaches to the glute. Behind the knee as well, you're going to feel this. And so we're just sort of offering the leg to be a little more upright, but keep pushing through the heel and keep it nice and straight. Beautiful. Now switch the tail of the strap into the right hand, both tails into the right. Let your left arm just sort of fall down by your side. Turn your right toes back outward towards the right edge. And now see what happens if you start to lower the right leg towards the right. If your left hip wants to immediately lift up off the floor, put your left hand on top of your left hip and push down. So you have this counter sort of sensation through the pelvis. You're pushing your left hip back down to the mat as your right leg opens. Again, it might open 6 inches, 8 inches. Maybe it opens where it can lay on the floor. Either one is good. We feel the inner thigh. We keep pushing through the heel so that we keep that engagement and that lengthening in the hamstring. So important. And now inhale, bring the right leg back up. Use your arms. Take the strap now and put everything into the left hand. This is where we really get into a sensation that's very hard to mimic without a strap. Take your right leg that's up-ish and bring it across the body about 6 inches to the left, no more than 6 inches. So if you look, your right foot is about above your left hip. And now once you find that slight crossing, play with foot adjustments, toes out, toes in, push through the heel. Really feel this. And here's where I want you to feel this. From your knee to your hip on the outside of your right leg. It's called our IT band, and it can be troublesome if we don't create some space there. And so find it. Maybe it needs to go a little bit more to the left, but we're not coming into a big twist here. This isn't about a twist. So the right hip wants to root down into the floor as the right leg just goes slightly to the left. Stay and breathe. Beautiful. Now bring the leg back up. Whatever up is for you, a tail of the strap goes into each hand. Take a full breath in here. On your exhale, bring the leg towards your nose. Push through the heel on the inhale, re-straighten it if it started to bend. Then exhale, gentle guidance. Say, come on here, leg, come closer. Inhale, maybe re-straighten it, push through the heel, and then exhale, offer it closer to you. Just feel, take 2 more breaths like that. You're just welcoming that leg to open in the back. Beautiful. After your second breath, stay and breathe. Whatever version of this hamstring opener you're at. Fantastic. Bend your right knee, slip the strap off, and go ahead and come back to both feet on the mat, knees bent, and just reset here. Just reset. Start to straighten the right leg long on the mat. Let the strap go over the left foot. And now here's where we, again, explore that non-judgment. It just is. And so maybe your left side is very, very different. That's okay. Hold on to the strap with your hands. Toes go towards the knee or the nose. We're really pushing through the heel. Find it straight. So maybe it's a diagonal. Maybe it's between a diagonal and straight up. But keep the foot straight. And start to make those circles, no bigger than a dinner plate. And just starting to get into the hip joint here. And then again. Other way. And now find stillness. Push through the heel. Maybe lift it a couple inches and then come back. Just start to say, hey, little left hamstring. Let's ungrip. Let's see if we can lengthen and find space back there. Now go ahead and take the strap into the left hand. We're going to start by playing with the toes. So turn the toes out first. Don't move the leg at all. Just turn the toes. Feel the inner thigh. Get a nice stretch. And now turn your toes in. And now bring your toes back up to center. Keep the strap in the left hands and start to float the left leg open, but make sure the right hip stays down. Press it down with your hand if you need to. Breathe. Bring your leg back up to center. Switch the strap into the right hand and now just cross it slightly over the body, not far. Right hip is directly under that left foot that's up in the air and the leg is straight. And we're really starting to target that IT band. Remember, it runs from the knee to the hip. And so we play with foot placement again, toes up, toes down, toes in, toes out. And we really try to find that by drawing the left hip back to the mat and feeling the length here. Now bring the left leg back to the sky. Hands go in the strap, one tail in each hand. Now we start to encourage it forward and then release. So the knee might bend a little bit. That's okay. We inhale to straighten it, push through the heel, and exhale to offer it towards our face. Take about 5 or 6 breaths here, just welcoming it. Not yanking or pulling, but just saying, hey, come on, come on. And then once you finish 5 or 6, hold steady, breathe into the back of the leg. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend to the left knee. Let's set the strap aside. Walk your feet to the edges of your mat, knees are up, and let's take a windshield wiper to the left. And bring them back up to center, bring them back up, and then drop them to the right. Beautiful. Bring the knees back up. Take the right leg up to the sky. Cross the right ankle over the left bent knee. Weave your hands to that little window and grab your left hamstring and pull it in, pull everything in. So this supine pigeon or figure 4 on our back, whatever you prefer to call it, but we're working into the outer glute. And now once you're here, again, play with subtle changes to placement. Maybe lean to the left a little bit. Does that change it? For me, it does. Maybe you lean to the right. Maybe you stay center. Beautiful. Slip your right foot off. Return the right foot to the mat. Left leg goes up to the sky. Cross left over right. Weave your hands through the window. Grab your right hamstring and pull in both legs. Maybe you find sensation by tipping to one side. Slip the foot off of the leg. Lower your feet to the mat. Bring the soles of your feet to touch and let your knees open. Sometimes taking just 15, 20 minutes to pay particular attention to an area of our body can be just what we need. We might not even know that we're tight back there. Using a strap or another tool to help us feel sensation is a beautiful reminder of what we practice here. We can apply there. There will be people and experiences that come into our life as a tool to help us to grow, to feel, to live fully. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much. Be well.